Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most fascinating yet lesser-known apocryphal texts from the New Testament tradition, the Rebellion of Demas. This short but intriguing narrative is tucked away in a single manuscript of the Gospel of Pseudo-Matthew, and it offers a unique backstory about the so-called good thief from Luke's Gospel, the repentant criminal crucified alongside Jesus. So, grab a cup of coffee and let's explore this medieval tale together. First, let's set the stage. The Rebellion of Demas is a brief narrative inserted into a manuscript of the Gospel of Pseudo-Matthew, a popular apocryphal text from the medieval period. The Gospel of Pseudo-Matthew itself is a reworking of earlier traditions about the infancy and childhood of Jesus, blending elements from the Proto-Gospel of James and other sources. But what makes the Rebellion of Demas stand out is its focus on Demas, the good thief, and how his life intersects with the Holy Family during their flight to Egypt. Now, let's talk about the story itself. The rebellion of Demas begins by identifying Demas as the bandit who would later be crucified to Jesus' right. But here's the twist. Demas isn't just any bandit. He's the son of a Judean procurator, a royal family member tasked with guarding the border between Judea and Egypt. This is during the time of Herod's infamous decree to slaughter all male infants, and Demas and his father are stationed at the border to enforce Herod's orders. One day, while Demas's father is away on patrol, the Holy Family approaches the border. Mary, Joseph, and the infant Jesus are fleeing to Egypt to escape Herod's wrath. Demas, moved by divine mercy, greets the family with care and affection. Joseph, ever the quick thinker, plays the role of a poor migrant fleeing starvation. He praises Demas for his diligence in searching for wealthy, royal families, a clever way to deflect suspicion. Joseph's act works, and Demas decides to show them mercy, providing them with supplies and allowing them to cross the border safely. But here's where things get really interesting. After the Holy Family leaves, Demas feels a deep longing for Jesus. He's drawn to the infant in a way he can't explain. Yet, out of respect for his father, he stays at his post. When his father returns and learns what happened, he's furious. He reprimands Demas for failing their duty to Herod, and word of the incident spreads. To avoid being charged with treason, Demas's father disowns him, leaving him utterly forsaken. Abandoned and alone, Demas turns to a life of violent banditry. This sets the stage for his eventual encounter with Jesus on the cross. The story then seamlessly transitions back into the Gospel of Pseudo-Matthew, where we see the Holy Family's adventures in Egypt, like the famous story of the palm tree bowing to Jesus and the idols of Egypt falling before him. But the story of Demas doesn't end there. In this particular manuscript, the narrative resurfaces later, tying everything together. We learn that Demas is eventually captured, tortured alongside Jesus, and in his final moments, repents and joins Jesus in beatitude. It's a powerful tale of redemption, mercy, and divine providence. Now, let's talk about the dating and significance of this text. The Rebellion of Demas is part of the Gospel of Pseudo-Matthew, which is generally dated to the 8th or 9th century CE. However, the story of Demas itself may draw on earlier traditions. It's one of several medieval backstories about the good thief, but what makes it unique is its focus on Demas's royal heritage and his role as a border guard. This detail sets it apart from other apocryphal tales about the repentant bandit. So, why does this story matter? For one, it gives us a glimpse into how early Christians imagined the lives of even the minor figures in the Gospels. It also highlights themes of mercy, redemption, and the idea that no one is beyond the reach of divine grace, not even a bandit. Plus, it's a fascinating example of how apocryphal texts expand and reimagine biblical narratives. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the rebellion of Demas. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more explorations of ancient texts and forgotten stories. Let me know in the comments what other apocryphal texts or biblical mysteries you'd like me to cover next. Until then, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next video.